Hello, it's Marjorie, and we are going to be talking about building the immune system and what to do if you do get sick. So for the first time, I'm broadcasting in my kitchen. And last week there was a little technical difficulty. So I'd love for anybody who's on, if you could just press the like button or something like that. Last week I did a video and it never showed up, and I didn't know that. And the only reason that I knew it was because I also had my computer on, and I think maybe I'm going to get my computer and make sure. Let's see if it's live. It is not. Oh, there it is. Nope. Hello. Hi, Janet. Wanted to make sure this was broadcasting. Awesome. So this is live. So I'm in my kitchen for the first time because we're going to be talking about immunity boosters. I've just found that like in the last week or two, so many people that I know are sick, and this is not just here in San Diego, but people back in New York and friends of friends, and it's interesting, and I just want to talk a little bit about why I think people tend to get sick around the holidays. And yes, it's the winter, so we're indoors more, but we are also, because we're indoors more, we're eating more, and we tend to overindulge, especially in sugar. And sugar is one of the biggest immune suppressors. So when we eat more sugar, we're more likely to come down with a cold or a flu or a stomach bug because it's not nutrient dense, it's creating inflammation in the body, and we're more susceptible. So I'd love to know if you guys have been staying well over the winter, and if not, what you've come down with, because I've had all three: stomach bugs, flu, and colds. So I want to first talk about this little remedy that's an Ayurvedic remedy that I learned about from my teacher, Kate Stillman, and it has raw honey in it. And I recommend that you get your honey locally because it's from the local bees and the local flowers, so it's going to be have all that local, enable you to build your immunity better. And then I'm going to add some turmeric, some cinnamon, and some ginger. And it's really easy. Now, I'm not big on measuring exactly, so what I usually do is I take a little glass jar like this is probably a 4-ounce jar, and I'm going to pour some of the raw honey. I'm going to fill it up about 3/4 of the way, so that I just have a jar of this that I can keep coming back to. You can see how scientific I am about this. And then I'm going to pour some of the turmeric in it. Now I buy turmeric by like the 1/2 pound. This is from Banyan Botanicals. So I'm going to take a few teaspoons of the turmeric. Again, I'm not really measuring. I'm just going to sort of fill about the same amount of honey and turmeric that I have. I'm also going to add a couple of sprinkles of cinnamon and some ginger. And all of these are warming spices. So when you think about, especially when you get a cold, and then I'm going to stir it all together. When you get a cold, like from the Ayurvedic perspective, you're cold. So you want to be adding things that are going to create heat in the body, that are going to create warmth in the body. So I'm just stirring this up. I've got a lot of the powder in there, and it goes into this thick paste, which I just keep stirring. And if it's a little too thick, I'll add a little bit more honey. And it ends up that there's probably about 6-7 tablespoons in here. And I'm just going to take about 1/4 teaspoon at a time. So turmeric is known for its anti-inflammatory properties, and it's great for cooking with. I know that some people take turmeric capsules and turmeric tinctures, but honey, according to Ayurveda, actually helps you to absorb the turmeric and all of these herbs and spices on a deeper level. They deliver the properties of the herbs to it. Now I'm just going to add a little bit of fresh ground pepper, like a pinch, to that, because that makes all of it more absorbable. And for those of you that know about the golden milk, which is made with some warm either grass-fed dairy or coconut milk or almond milk, I'm going to add a little bit more honey to this because it's so thick. It's the same idea, but you're getting a real infusion of the turmeric and the spices by taking it in this paste. You can take this paste just on its own, or you can mix it into the milk and make the golden milk as well. So I just keep a jar of this and I take a little tiny taste of it, a little tiny 1/4 teaspoon or 1/2